Mr. B. So we're just going to go over lesson 15, which is your Monday post. So just going forward, I'll be posting every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then Tuesday and Thursday I'll be available all day to answer your questions. This one will be pretty simple. It's just going to be some notes that you can add to your to your notes in your definitions and stuff like that. So today we're going to be talking about Pascal's law, and it has a little bit to do with your hydraulic and pneumatic systems that you did a presentation on the week before spring break. So this kind of helps to explain how they operate and how they work and how they take some science and apply them to be able to use those different machines. So first things first, what is Pascal's law? Pascal's law basically says the pressure in an enclosed fluid is uniform throughout. So when we trap a fluid, whether that's a liquid or a gas, in an enclosure, and we apply pressure to it, that pressure is applied uniformly throughout the fluid. So how does Pascal's law help us to explain what happens when there's a leak in a pipe, and at what point would that fluid stop leaking from the pipe? And the answer is pretty simple. So since we have a pipe and our houses are full of pipes pushing water throughout our house to either run to the sink or run the washroom or anything, or run the shower, anything like that. And so when a pipe is under pressure and it then cracks, that's when we have a leak. And you've probably seen this before in some movies when they're fixing a pipe and then the water starts blasting out. So the water has pressure being put on it by the pipe being forced through to get to wherever it's going, whether that's the shower or the sink. When the pipe cracks, the water is now escaping through it because the pipe can no longer contain the pressure that's being put on the water. And so the water will escape through that crack, through that weakness in the pipe. And this is going to keep happening until the water gets shut off, either at the main tank or at the breakage, whether that's repaired or whatever. So until either the water runs out or the pressure is removed, this pipe will keep leaking. So that's why your parents always run downstairs and turn off the main water supply to stop a leak so that they can repair the leak properly. So let me just move on to the next slide. So in an example here, so in the left image, so of the pipe, the water is constantly being pumped through, so the leak will not stop until that water is turned off. A pump is used to force a fluid into an area. So the forcing of a fluid into an area creates that pressure. So pretty much the water is ready to go, and then when you turn on the shower, that opens the valve that allows that water to come through. And the more you open that valve, so the more you turn the knob in your shower, the more you turn your knob into the sink, the more water is allowed to flow through, and the more pressure is allowed to push that water through. The water in your shower, like I said, is an example of this. So when you turn the shower on, the water is forced through the head of the shower, and the more you open that pipe, the more pressure is put on the water, which gives you a stronger stream of water. If the pump can't keep up, you'll lose pressure, and the water will not come out as strong. So if your water tank is weaker and not pushing enough pressure onto the water, then you'll have a lower flow shower head, kind of like you see in the example on the right. So this gets into what I was talking about. It's a lead into hydraulics and pneumatics. So you may already have this, you may not. If you have it, awesome. If you don't have it, that's okay. You can get it now. So fluids under pressure, specifically like liquid fluids, are used to supply power to certain tools and to certain machines. And so that's what we're going to talk about. So hydraulics itself is the study of pressure in liquids, specifically like water, oil, mercury, whatever you want, all liquid based. And a hydraulic system is a device that transmits a force through a liquid by using Pascal's law of constant pressure. So I've included for you here just a video link showing you, I believe it's the jaws of life, and just how they operate as a hydraulic system and how powerful these systems can be. You guys can watch that on your own time. And then finally, we talk about pneumatic systems. So we have a few examples here, like a jackhammer, a dentist chair, and then also a paintball gun runs off of a pneumatic system. And so liquids, as you found out, hopefully from your compressibility lab, liquids compress better than solids, but they do not compress as well as gases. And sometimes gases are more practical to use. They're less prone to breakage and not working, because once a liquid leaks out, you no longer have the pressure available, whereas gases give you a little bit more leeway. And these are called pneumatic systems. Again, very simply wrapping it up, that pneumatics is the study of pressure in gases, and a pneumatic system is a device that transmits a force by releasing a gas that is stored under pressure. So again, a paintball gun, a jackhammer, a dentist chair, anything like that uses a pneumatic system as opposed to a hydraulic system, just from ease of use kind of thing. And that's pretty much it for today's lesson. So these notes can go into your binder or your notebook or wherever you're keeping them for this time. And then you guys can come in and check back in on Wednesday. I'll have a new assignment for you. And like I said, Tuesday I'm available all day if you have any questions about this or have any interest in anything or just want to ask me any questions about some previous lessons that I've given to you. I hope you guys are all doing well and you guys had a good weekend. I will talk to you guys later. All right. See you guys later. Bye.